It started as a cold day driving in a car. We arrived in the plane, ready for takeoff. It gained speed, started to tilt, and then boom, takeoff. We arrived in Saudi Arabia and everyone was getting off the plane, heading towards immigration, the worst part of the journey. We quickly went to Medina and reached there at the Masjid al-Nabawi. This was the mosque of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is an area where your prayers get multiplied by more than 1,000 times. And this was the Prophet's grave, a very sacred place for all us Muslims. We also visited other mosques, like the Masjid al-Quba, where one prayer is equal to one pilgrimage, and the sacred battlegrounds of Uhud, where the Battle of Uhud against the Quraysh, or non-believers, took place. We then started our journey to Mecca, a tiresome one, ready for pilgrimage. We then arrived at the mosque, or the house of God. This is just one of the many views. We did tawaf around the Kaaba, which is basically just walking around it. And then after the pilgrimage... I'm bald! This is Arafat. This is where we believe the Day of Judgment will occur. This is an important place because we will be resurrected here. This is Mina, an important place if you're doing the longer pilgrimage. This is the Cave of Hira, the site where the first revelation was revealed to the Prophet. But then we had to go to the next part of our trip. The part not really meant for religion, but more for fun. And that place is... Pakistan. Notice how they drive on the right side. This is called a chinky. We also visited my grandmother's grave there, which turned out to be a beautiful garden. I also had one of the most fun camel rides in the whole world, because it barely cost me anything. Less than $2, that is. My mom also met her friends from high school, and that was fun too. But not as fun as the family parties. But the most fun part was the homework. It was so fun, we finished it in less than a day. After eating all the food we could think of, it was time for us to go back home. This is the Karachi airport, leaving for Riyadh, the worst stopover of our lives. But first, we went a little shopping at the airport mall, which was also boring. Then came the stopover, 8 hours of dreaded uncomfortableness in the plane. Then we finally got out of New York and reached to our house, and the first thing we did when we entered was go to our beds, lay down, and then close our eyes and drift off to sleep after coming back from the most religious and fun vacation we'd ever had.